Welcome to LIB Generation New. My name is Yarday, and these are my guests.
So more.
Olive.
So tonight our topic is hair treatment.
Wow.
Right?
Oh.
I
Well,
see
we
you
all
working
have
with
hair.
natural hair, yes.
Yeah. We all have hair.
But let me just give you guys a brief, history. In the late 2000s, Black women in the United States created their own internet-based natural hair movement. Countless of women stopped chemically straightening their hair, relaxers, and began wearing their hair natural. As it grows out of their hair, without chemical processing, the natural hair movement is rooted in ideas of wellness, self-love, and self-acceptance. So, with that being said, is going natural a movement or a trend?
I guess it can be both, but I think right now it's a movement because I think with technology and social media and everything, a lot of Black women are embracing their true beauty and, forgetting about slavery, what, people told them about having straight hair and, calling our hair nappy, but really it's, their texture of their hair, so they're embracing that. So now I think they're loving who they are now. Mm-hmm. So I guess it's a movement. I don't know. What do you think?
I personally, because I be on social media, not quite often, but often, and I see it as a movement. Because I see most advocate for hair, natural hair, most women will talk about, I like to go natural because I want my man to see the beauty in me. Mm-hmm. So that way you see them, and they're encouraging other women do the same thing too,
Right.
So I think it's beautiful, Black women, hair natural.
So is that, like you said, she want her man to see, the true beauty.
Right.
So the next question is, are men supportive of the natural hair movement?
Personally, in my view,
Right.
I would say anything to make the woman happy, just go for it. Guys, if you're out there, this is one advice.
That's what
When she put any color in that hair, just agree. Simply say, I agree. Don't argue, just agree.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's it. Happy life.
But what do you think about your friends? Have you ever, guys that you've been around, what have they said? Have you heard?
They just, honestly, really don't say nothing about natural hair. But it's good sometimes.
I'm gonna say you guys
You
don't
sure?
talk about weaves and all that stuff.
Because I hear things about guys saying they left a Black woman for a white woman because of hair, they don't have to spend on the hair and all that.
Well, for me personally, if she's my woman, whatever hairstyle she want to put on her hair, I just provide an income, the hair, she go ahead. It makes her happy. You can't, whether natural or extension or all that,
right.
It makes her happy. And you know what's funny about that? All those extra accessory, it edifies, it beautifies the person. Enhances them to make them more beautiful. So it's good.
So
I want the best one to block, Let it get poured into my head.
So you're definitely supportive. That's good.
You're supportive, but not many men are. Especially not many men are because with the society, especially work, or if they go out to dinner or they go something I don't want my woman having afro, they'd rather having weave. Some men are like that, But
do you think that's something, I would say Black women, you think that's something that we just have in our head, maybe Black men prefer straight hair? You think that's something?
I think media has to do a lot with it,
right?
Because a lot of these men, they see Black men, they see what other women are wearing on music videos and stuff like that, and then they want their women to look like that, or at least they start talking to other women or cheating, and then it makes the woman feel insecure, and she feels like, if my man is talking to him with the long hair, then maybe I need to get long hair. He's gonna love me for that. So.
Right. I mean, you made a point. Yeah, definitely media has a lot to do with it. Like you said, they glorify straight hair or Brazilian hair compared to Nappy
Natural,
hair.
yeah,
Natural hair. Actually, say nappy.
Man, she want Brazilian. I'll just swipe the debit card. We'll go to the bank, she'll get Brazilian, whatever she wants. Yeah.
Well, your woman will definitely be happy with you. So, what are some questions you should never ask a black woman about her hair?
Is it real? Like, is that your own hair? Can I touch it? All those questions, that's a no-no. Do not ask a black woman about that because yes, it's my hair, I bought it.
Right?
Right?
You know what? Hey, I did this before in the past too. Don't ask them if they're comfortable with their natural hair. Don't ask them.
Oh, that's
Because it's
wrong.
dangerous, right?
That's
I had to
too
learn,
much.
right? It's too much, so don't ask them.
Yeah,
Just let
that's-
them be. Right.
Yeah.
That's very sensitive.
Yeah, I think with here too with black women, because of like just slavery and back then, first it was like a thing, but then now I feel like it's an art, like with black women. So sometimes people feel like, oh, they don't love their self or they feel insecure, but it's not. It's like an art. They like to look different.
I mean, you're a hairstylist, so
they like I'm a hairstylist and I'm always changing, switching up because
Right.
I like to have a different look. I don't just like to be plain Jane. So
right.
And the good thing about that too, being a hairstylist, you also can promote your business. Like with your hair right now, both of y'all guys' hair is awesome. So
Oh,
if somebody
thank
see
you.
that, they can want to copy. Like, oh, who? How can I?
And,
Right.
you know, I'm happy. I'm not like, oh,
Right.
like, oh my God, I have short hair. Like, I'm embracing my beauty and I'm confident. And we want to see a lot of black women like, okay, I can also wear extensions, but I can also rock my natural hair and, you know, be confident in it and look beautiful. Yeah. And we need.
And that's true. I think the movement is, very positive because as for me, I've tried, every hairstyle, I should say. But I, came to realize like, you know what, I want to try locks. And now I have locks.
And you love it?
People, some people say, oh, it's boring, but I'm actually able to play with it, like wear it down, wear it updo, like different styles.
And it's who you are.
And yeah, so I feel like, black women should definitely embrace that natural hair.
African, all of us.
So,
Yeah.
so one of the things that come to mind too is this is just to be funny. Do women really like enjoy when men play with their hair?
Yes, of course.
It depends what type of hair, bro. It depends.
If it's a wig, what if
Shoot,
it
if you
falls
got
off?
your hair in a press, don't touch my press hair.
Oh man.
But like,
Yeah,
what about in Africa though? Like with the heat and everything.
wearing a wig, huh?
Yeah, wearing a wig and all that. I think they should really embrace their, being natural.
Right.
I think they should embrace being natural and wear the braids for the heat because that's what a lot of people in America do when they go to like Florida or travel to different places. A lot of black women, African, they usually braid their hair because
It's
uncomfortable
true.
wearing a wig. You're not really gonna be comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what are some hairstyles, that are empowering, or that represent specific cultures?
Culture as in Liberian culture or just as
I mean, it could be.
Well,
Well, since we're talking about natural hair, it could be like, let's say the African American or African culture.
I know African culture, we do a lot of braids. That's what people know us for. Because I remember when I was in beauty school, people respected me so much. It was like, oh, there go that African girl that can braid hair. But I'm like, I can do other stuff. But just the
Right.
fact that I was African, they automatically was like, okay, she can braid.
They trust you, right?
Yeah, they trust me.
Right.
Because that's where our roots came from.
Right.
Braids, Africa braids. And then with the African American, they're more good in like, the natural hair, relaxing, natural weave and pressing, all that other stuff. They're not like
Styling.
styling and all that. That's their cup of tea. And then like Jamaicans, they're good with the locks. Like most Jamaicans people are known for dreadlocks. But now like with the black community, just as a whole, everybody is switching it up, which I'm happy to see that.
Right.
Yeah, like a lot of people are doing locks. Whether you're African or this, everybody is just switching it up, and I like that because we're all black.
Yeah.
So you telling me I need a boo with locks?
What?
I mean, just having a natural hair, that's
Yeah, And then plus it's cheaper too. You save less money.
Alright.
Now, something that comes to mind when I, read this, like power, empowering, and culture is, the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when most people had afro?
Right.
Like, that was a statement, hair that people
Like black
had.
power.
That's something like, black power, right. That's something that
And
comes
then
to
it feel
mind.
like it make you those days, like you said, the 90s with the afro.
Right.
In those days, people feel more cooler, like you more hippie. Right.
Well, cooler, but then like other places they didn't accept it.
Right.
It's like still now we get like sometimes I work with Caucasians and it's certain hairstyle, like if I have my natural hair, like, oh, I like your hair being straight better, or oh, I like that instead. Like they will try to. I'm not saying everyone would do it, but you'll have some people like, oh, I like that long hair you had last time. Saying that my natural hair is not,
It's good that you brought that up, because imagine somebody that's working in the professional field. I want to say like a 9 to 5 or what do you call it?
like time.
No, like somebody that's working in like a No.
What, like
that
a
has natural
professional?
hair. Yeah, that has natural hair. Right. So
Yeah.
they may not accept that.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
certain
a
jobs.
struggle that
Right, that's true.
some African women.
And that's how
African
relaxer
American
came
women-
in. That's how
Right.
relaxer came into business, because a lot of these women started getting educated. A lot of these white women started getting educated, but because they want a certain job in these firms and where you gotta dress all nice, they would turn them down because of their hair.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny about that too? Nowadays, you see the change in that. Jobs not
Yeah.
worrying about that no more.
They don't
Right.
care.
Because it was against that and tattoo, but it's not.
Yeah.
I seen
But we're
it on-
we're in 2020s.
A long time ago, and said, listen, if you're not gonna hire me, I'm not going to accept
Take
it,
the job.
But they needed the job, and they just, because they've been set back all the time, so that insecurity, they didn't know their worth, so, but now because they know their worth, they're fighting back.
Right.
Yeah.
You made a good point. So the movement is definitely making an impact
Yeah.
in jobs.
Loving yourself, telling your children you're important, and you're good, your hair is beautiful. If you want to be creative and switch it up, that's fine with you, but love your hair. Because the Caucasian, they love their hair. Some of them have thin hair.
They wish they had thick hair like us.
Right, they love who they are. So
Right.
why don't we treat our children like that, and they can have that confidence too?
Right.
Yeah, I just want to touch what we just talked about. I have a friend, she's a very close friend, and she's actually in the architecture world, and she had a hard time. I want to say 3 years trying to find a job.
Because of
when
her hair?
Yes, because of her hair. She has natural hair. When her internship was coming up, she had a struggle. Just trying to, she'll have an interview, she'll go to it, and it was a tough time for her. But I'm happy now she has a job.
Yeah,
Yes.
she
She graduated.
Yeah.
But it took her 3
Amen.
years. So
Amen. You can't give up.
It's, I'm glad things are changing around. So what are some ways black women can grow their hair without like chemical or processing and all that?
Should I be funny right now or just
Yeah, go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
have like I was gonna say perform more intercourse, but I don't know if that's like appropriate. I don't know if that could grow your hair, but
I don't know. I mean, it helps with your blood flow. So once your blood is flowing, I guess so. Yeah, it helps with your blood flow. So that
I thought castor oil worked as well.
castor oil, but eating healthy.
Right.
Eating healthy is very important. Staying away from relaxer.
Okay.
Definitely stop pulling your hair. Liberian women, because Africa is where braid come from, and especially in Liberia, we braid a lot. But when you see some of us, some of our edges, like you can see my two, I try slicking it, but some of our edges is messed up because of the braiding too tight.
Right.
That can also cause damage to your hair.
Right.
Yeah.
So, cut down on the braiding too tight. Try to, I always try to educate my client. Listen, I'm going to braid your hair not too tight. It's still going to come out nice. I'm protecting your hair so that way if you do want to go natural, you can be able to look beautiful with your edges.
I'd be so scared my daughter to get her hair braid. I'd be thinking like, oh man, this is gonna hurt her.
Yeah.
When it hurt her, I don't want it to irritate her hair. So I'd be like, hey, can y'all just tame that down a little?
Tame it down.
Yeah, I remember growing up when they used to do my hair Saturday evening. You know, they have to do your hair Saturday because Sunday is church day.
Yeah.
And my hair used to break combs because I have thick hair, and you know, you see the child crying.
And they didn't treat her like, but by you saying that, they did not treat her properly.
No.
Because they need a good shampoo, a good conditioner,
Yeah.
like a deep conditioner to moisturize your hair.
Yeah.
And then they need to have like a detangling spray to put in your hair so that way it can help like loosen up the knot, because we have curly hair. Most Africans, most Liberians, we have like tiny curls.
Right.
They always say
Pinky
nappy,
curls,
but it's not
pinky.
nappy.
Right.
It's not
The
nappy.
word is
It's
actually
pinky. Like they have
pinky,
different
right.
type of texture. So with our hair is more like coily, it's tiny.
Yeah.
So if we don't moisturize our hair, it gets like frizzy. So that frizzes cause up knot, and that's what happened with like our hair hurt. So we gotta like really treat our hair, shampoo our hair, condition our hair, add leave-in conditioner. And Africans, Liberian, we don't know that.
It's
Right.
funny how
Yeah.
the best, you know, we got a hairstyle.
Yes.
You pretty much explain
Yeah, actually,
like
yeah.
how to take care
I
of
look
your
at my
hair. You
hair.
gotta keep that hair. I'm just sitting here taking notes. Like, okay.
My friend
That's
hooked
good.
this up, you know, another Liberian.
That's a new nuggets I'll use too, you know? That's a
Your
new
hair
nugget I'll
actually
use
look
too.
nice. Look.
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I mean
great.
it took me a long time to embrace. I was always hiding. And even my maid was like, why'd you cut your hair? I'm like, listen, I'm a hairstylist, this is me. I love myself. So
Right.
we gotta do that.
Nice.
Like you said, it's also good to switch it up. So
Yeah, you never know.
yeah, we made some great points here tonight, and I'm glad we discussed this topic. And thank you so much for educating us,
Oh,
because
yes. I loved it. You woke me up
I woke you up. I woke
to
myself
learn
up.
too. Like,
and
Drink my milk.
you know, overall, I feel like African women, we can definitely learn how to love our hair. We can definitely continue this movement. Just give ourselves, like, be patient.
Right.
Use natural products. Give your hair lots of love,
Yeah.
and it's gonna grow and flourish. Thank you guys so much for
Thank
tuning
you.
in.
guys,
LIB Generation New. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Instagram.
Please follow, share, and like. Thank you. Bye.